The common rooms for all four houses in Hogwarts Legacy were released last week. Today I'm going to rank each common room from my least favourite to my most favourite and discuss the reasons why. If you haven't already seen my breakdown video going over the hidden details in the common rooms, then you can check this out here. Make sure to keep watching to find out my thoughts and feelings behind all four common rooms. Before we get into the ranking, I just want to point out that I think they are all fantastic. We can see that the developers have really put a lot of attention to detail in every single area of the common rooms. Each house has its own unique style and atmosphere which matches the lore and history of that house. By no means am I saying that I dislike the common room that I choose as my least favourite. This video is more about giving my personal thoughts on each room and choosing which one I love the most, which is an incredibly difficult choice. All common rooms are a lot bigger than I was expecting them to be, and the graphics look incredible throughout. I think this new footage shows that we have nothing to worry about when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy. The developers are taking their time to get this game right, and I wouldn't want it any other way as it looks amazing. Now, let's get into the ranking. At number 4 for me is Gryffindor. The common room that everyone recognises. It really does feel like a medieval castle where knights, heroes and champions come to relax after their victories. We can see lots of armour and trophies scattered throughout the common room, and it does feel like a welcoming home for brave students. Of course, we have seen this common room plenty of times before, and I think that's why it's the least exciting for me. The Gryffindor common room in Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter are very similar. The game does a fantastic job of expanding on what we see in the films and adding a lot more detail. This room is a lot bigger in the game, and I think it slightly takes some of that really cosy feeling away. However, I do think it will feel a lot cozier at night time. Personally, I'm more excited to interact with the common rooms I haven't seen before than the one that I've seen the most. I am of course still looking forward to exploring the Gryffindor common room for myself, but just not in my first playthrough. Next up at number 3 for me is Slytherin. I think this common room is the most unique, and I'm really impressed at how well it suits Slytherin House. It has a dark and cold atmosphere with little light or colour, as it's literally an underwater cave. This is quite genius, as it means it's isolated from the rest of the castle with no distractions. I think this is perfect for Slytherin students to focus on themselves and their own goals. Again, we can see that strong attention to detail and consideration of the lore of each house. It also feels like we're in a dark arts museum with a lot of skulls and bones on display. This is going to suit a dark arts playthrough really well. I do appreciate and I'm very impressed by the design of this room. The entranceway itself is a bold statement, but it works so well. The reason it's number 3 for me is I just personally don't vibe as well with the darker atmosphere. However, I have put it above Gryffindor, as from what we briefly saw of the Slytherin common room in the Chamber of Secrets, this common room in Hogwarts Legacy has really exceeded my expectations. Before I reveal my second favourite house, I just want to remind you to like the video if you are enjoying it, and subscribe to help me get to my 1000 subscriber goal, and thank you so much for the support so far. Moving on, the common room that I have ranked number 2 is Ravenclaw, one of the 2 common rooms that have never been properly adapted before. This room is amazing. There is no doubt this is the most elegant common room. I'm incredibly impressed at how sophisticated and smart this room looks, while still being welcoming. To me, it feels like a great library where scholars and historians come to do their research and writing. There is a lot of natural light here, perfect for students to sit and read. I could never have imagined something so beautiful as this for the Ravenclaw common room. It's a tidy space where students can gather and share their thoughts. Again, I think it's a perfect match for the house. I'm so excited to explore this in more detail. I really hope you can stargaze using one of the many telescopes and see the views from the windows. This common room has made me even more excited for a Ravenclaw playthrough. Finally, my number 1 common room in Hogwarts Legacy is, of course, Hufflepuff. As a Hufflepuff myself, I am slightly biased, but I am completely in love with this room. It's even more special to me because we have never seen it adapted on screen before. There are no words to describe how cosy and welcoming this room feels. The atmosphere is incomparable. It looks like such a safe and friendly place where we can feel at home with other students. The circular wooden architecture really reminds me of a hobbit hole, and I'll be surprised if they didn't take inspiration from that. Bringing in an element of another beloved fantasy series is super cool, and it works so well. The This common room is perfect for Hufflepuffs. The hanging plants represent that Hufflepuff House is tied to the element of the earth, and there are plenty of references to food found across the common room as it is conveniently located next to the kitchens. I am beyond excited to immerse myself in this room and get to know the other students. I am highly impressed with all 4 common rooms. They each have their own unique style which perfectly matches their house. However, Hufflepuff is my favourite common room as it has been adapted spectacularly and it feels the most like home. Be sure to let me know in the comments below how you would rank the common rooms and which common room you are most excited to visit. Don't forget to check out my Twitch channel, which is linked in the description down below, as I will of course be streaming Hogwarts Legacy in February. Thank you for watching and see you next time.